What's up, boxing fans? I'm Julian Williams, and this is The Distance. I'm here to talk about Floyd Mayweather Jr. I know a lot of people in the YouTube boxing community, they talk about Floyd. You're either on his side or you're not on his side. That's kind of just how it is. Um, Honestly, I feel that I'm in between. Um, you know, I think that Marcus could have been, yeah, a great comeback fight, but how long has it been since Floyd has faced a legit welterweight? Um, Manny Pacquiao, he's not a legit welterweight. Um, but he's thinking about facing him if he beats Cotto. Um, they say Floyd's picking on little guys and stuff, but think back 2 fights ago. He fought Oscar De La Hoya, who's a bigger man than he is. Haddon, I understand he was a welterweight champion, and he was the light welterweight king. But then again, he's not going to get credit for that victory, or whatever, because it wasn't at Haddon's weight class. Floyd hasn't fought a legit welterweight since Carlos Baldomir in 2006. So really, I think what fans want to see is Floyd fight a legit welterweight. He didn't fight Miguel Cotto, he didn't fight Kermit Cintron, he didn't fight Paul Williams, he didn't fight a lot of big names at the time when he was on top of the welterweight division. I think that in 2007, 2008, he had enough talent to wipe out that division. Look at who were the champions at the time. There was Kermit Cintron. I think he had the skill to outclass Cintron because Cintron was a big puncher with many flaws. He could have beaten Paul Williams. He would have had trouble with Paul Williams' reach, but he could have beaten Paul Williams. Just look at the Quintana fight and you'll see, what Floyd could have done, to beat Williams. And then there was Miguel Cotto before the Margarito matchup. I think that he could have beaten Cotto then. I think he could beat him now, to be honest. But he avoided many legit welterweights. Well, he avoided them all, when the welterweight division was the top division in boxing. So what's taken away from the so-called legacy that Floyd has is the fact that he didn't face any legit welterweights when the welterweight division was the top division in boxing. He had so much talent to face there. He had Shane Mosley, he had, Luis Collado, Andre Berto, just to name a few. He had those guys as well. And he didn't face them. And see, my problem is, now that he's an actual welterweight, just look at him. He's a welterweight now. I actually think he had trouble making welterweight, or had to make welterweight, because usually he easily made it, but I think that now he doesn't make it so easily anymore. But Floyd, I think, needs to fight Shane Mosley next. I think he needs to fight Shane Mosley next, and if he beats Shane Mosley, fight the winner of Cotto Pacquiao. But Floyd needs to fight a legit welterweight in order to establish himself as the top pound-for-pound boxer in the world. No more mega fights. Just fight, a legit welterweight. At least fight a legit welterweight contender. The welterweight division, you could still, clean out. You have the talent. You have the talent to beat anybody in that division. You will have trouble, fighting some of these fighters in the division, but fight the best. You have to beat the best to be the best. And Floyd has not done that yet. And he cleaned out pretty much 130 and 135. People didn't want to fight him. Now he's at 147. People do want to fight him. And now, it's a different thing for Mayweather now, because fighters are calling him out. When he was the one calling fighters out. But now, he's not calling out anybody, and he's just fighting smaller opponents. And But now, I come to think of it, Marcus, yeah, he was the lightweight champion of the world, but Mosley was the lightweight champion of the world when he faced Oscar De La Hoya, in 2000. So I didn't really look at that as picking on smaller guys. I looked at it kind of like, just kind of like, well, maybe it's a fight to get him prepared for, Miguel Cotto or Manny Pacquiao or Shane Mosley, you know. But I still to this day don't think he would fight Margarito. And I'm not gonna say I don't know if he cheated or not. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But I'm not gonna accuse the man of cheating. I don't know what happened, but you know, we'll see what happens with Floyd. Um, I think the world's looking at him now because Mosley called him out right to his face. So we'll see what Floyd does. Right now, it's put up or shut up for Floyd, and I think he could beat Mosley. I think he could beat Pacquiao. I think he could beat Cotto. I think he has a great skill set. I think he's one of the best boxers in the. I still think he's one of the best. Either that or Marcus made him look better than he is, but I still think Floyd is one of the best boxers, right now. But he's not number one pound for pound. He has to come back and he has to earn that title. And he has to face legit welterweights this time around. That's what I think about Floyd Mayweather. Give me your thoughts, comments, check out my blog. For right now, this is the distance.